guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I am back with a new problem which we face while importing the data into Power BI. It's a very big problem or small problem, but it can impact a lot while working in a large business firms or large companies. So what was the problem I was facing was that while importing a folder into Power BI, we need to give a folder path. So what folder does is all the files present inside the folder gets combined automatically using Power BI. So in that particular folder, all the files should be in the same format, and it will automatically combine all the different sheets present inside a file. But here, the first problem I faced was there is no direct path to that Google Sheet files, because Google Sheet are saved in the cloud. There is no direct path to access those Google Sheet files using folder path. So the first problem was solved using Google Drive desktop. I downloaded Google Drive desktop and uploaded all my files over there. I synced all my files over there, and that solved my problem. I was able to import the folder using the folder path of the Gsheet files, like Google Sheet files. But the second problem I faced was all my files inside the folder were present in .gsheet extensions. Now, Power BI can only combine the sheets which are present in either XLSX extension or CSV extension. It cannot combine Gsheet extension files. So it was able to import folder by the folder path, but it was not able to combine them into one. Combining 4 different sheets into one was not possible using .gsheet files. So here I took help from ChatGPT, and it suggested me to use AppScript. So now what AppScript is, let me show you using my screen. Like, let me share my screen to show you that. This is my folder where I have 3 different files. Now what I want to do is, I want to export all these files into Excel sheet or CSV files. Right now, these are present in .gsheet extension files because the company is working on Google Sheets. So these are our .gsheet files. Now I want all these files converted into CSV files automatically, and all the changes made in these files should reflect in the converted files as well. If I'm making any kind of upgrade or change in these particular files, that needs to get updated in the converted files as well. So now how AppScript will help me, let me show you that. If you go to this extensions, there is one option called AppScript. Over here, I took help from ChatGPT and wrote a code, because I'm not a coder. I don't know how to write codes. I took help from ChatGPT. I wrote a code over here to dynamically change my .gsheet files into .csv files. Now what it is doing exactly is, it is taking my input folder ID from where to extract the files, and it is also taking one output folder ID. I have made one different folder to export all the Gsheet files into CSV files. So the exported files will get saved into a different folder path. So I have given both the folders path. Now what it will do, it will convert all the Gsheet files into CSV files. And this code is written in such a way that whenever you run this file, it will change from the source data, it will change the Gsheet files into new CSV files and overwrite the existing ones. Suppose you have made any change in the Google Sheet files. Now what will happen? Now you want to reflect those changes in the CSV files as well. If you run this code again, if you come here and run this code again, what will happen? Any changes made in the Excel file will reflect in the CSV files as well, which means the older files will get deleted and the new files will get converted into your CSV files. Now you will think that that's a very time taking process. Each and every time I'm making update, I'll have to run this file again and again. So what you can also do, you can put a trigger inside this. So you can add a trigger and tell that to you that AppScript should run this particular code once in a while. That depends upon you, that from like it should be time driven, and you can change according to your need in every hour or every 5 minutes or every one day. That depends upon you. So whatever you want to give, you have various timers over here. You can save a trigger over here. So now what will happen if you save a trigger? What will happen every time you make any change? That change will get reflected once in a while. Like if you have chosen 1 hour timer, your change will get reflected in your CSV files after an hour. So what will happen now if you the changed folder, like the folder where you have kept all the files which are converted into CSV, if now you import that file into Power BI, what will happen? Each and every time there is a change, you go to Power BI, refresh your files, and that change will reflect in your main data as well. Because now it is a CSV file, it will able to combine different types of files, like not different types of files, same type of files into one. For example, you are in a company where you get orders from various sources, from online source, from retail stores, from WhatsApps, various things, and you want to keep those orders in different Gsheet files, not into one particular Gsheet file. So what you'll have to do, you will have to convert each and every Gsheet file into CSV file, or connect each and every Gsheet file one by one into Power BI, and then append those files into one master order sheet. That's a very time-taking process. So what you can do instead is this method. This will help you automate your task very easily and very smoothly. Thank you. That was it for today. This was a short problem, a very not so huge problem we face, but still it has an impact on our time. So instead of combining one file at a time, by this method we can combine 10 different files all at once, all automated. And even if a new folder comes into, like not new folder, if a new Excel sheet or G sheet comes into your folder, it will also convert that. So it's a very time saving process and helping you to do things in a more automated way. Thank you guys. That was it for today's video.